What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Uncle Clay from Talk Yo Clay, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're checking into a world of paranormal room service and 5-star frights. So here are the top 10 haunted hotels you can actually book a room in. So pack your bags, grab your nightlight, and let's see if we can find a room with a boo. Kicking off our spooky staycation at number 10 is the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. If this place looks familiar, it's because it's the hotel that scared Stephen King so badly, he wrote The Shining. Guests have reported hearing phantom piano music, disembodied laughter, and their luggage being mysteriously unpacked. So if you check in and find all your socks neatly folded, don't thank the housekeeping staff. They probably didn't do it. Just maybe leave a good tip for the ghost in the closet. Here's Johnny. Or maybe just a friendly spirit who really likes tidiness. Sailing into our number 9 spot is the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California. This isn't just a hotel, it's a retired ocean liner with a history as deep as the sea it once traveled. They say the engine room is haunted by a young sailor who met an unfortunate end, and the first-class swimming pool is home to the spirit of a little girl named Jackie who supposedly drowned. People hear splashing when no one is there. So if you decide to take a midnight dip, you might not be swimming alone. It's less all aboard and more all a-scared. At number 8, we're jetting off to Sydney, Australia to the Russell Hotel. Located in the Rock, Sydney's oldest neighborhood, this place is known for the ghost of a sailor who reportedly haunts room 8. He apparently never checked out. Guests and staff have reported sudden cold drafts, mysterious footsteps creaking down the hallways, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. If you're staying in room 8 and you feel a cold hand on your shoulder, don't worry. It's probably just the spectral seaman wanting to know if you've seen his ship. For number 7, we journey to a place that looks like it was pulled straight from a dark fairy tale, the Hotel del Salto in Colombia. Perched dramatically on the edge of a cliff next to the Tequendama Falls, this place was originally a mansion before becoming a hotel. The view is literally to die for, and unfortunately, many people took that phrase a bit too seriously over the years. The hotel was abandoned for decades, but now it's a museum. Visitors report hearing cries and whispers carried on the mist from the waterfall. Maybe it's just the wind, or maybe it's the echoes of a tragic past. Either way, it's beautiful and bone-chilling. Checking in at number 6 is the historic Dragsholm Castle in Denmark. This 800-year-old castle doesn't just have one ghost, it has a whole spectral squad. We're talking at least 3 famous ones: a gray lady, a white lady, and the ghost of the Earl of Bothwell, a former prisoner who went mad chained to a pillar. The white lady is said to be the daughter of a nobleman who was entombed in a wall by her own father. Her skeleton was actually found during renovations in the 1930s. You can still book a room here and dine in the gourmet restaurant. Just try not to think about who or what might be joining you for dinner. Soaring into our top 5 is the Fairmont Le Château Frontenac in Quebec City, Canada. This is one of the most photographed hotels in the world, and it looks like a castle from a Disney movie. But don't let the fairy tale facade fool you. The hotel is said to be haunted by the ghost of Louis de Boisde, the Count of Frontenac, a 17th century governor. They say he died here while waiting for his fiancée to arrive from France. His heartbroken spirit is now seen wandering the halls, still looking for his long-lost love. It's all very romantic and tragic until you see a full-bodied apparition in a 17th century getup floating towards you at 3 a.m. At number 4, we cross the pond to the Langham in London, England. This is a classic, luxurious London hotel that has been serving guests since 1865. It's also considered one of the most haunted hotels in the city. The supernatural hotspot is room 333, where multiple guests have reported seeing a shadowy figure in Victorian attire. He's thought to be the ghost of a doctor who took his own life while on his honeymoon. Other reported spirits include a German prince and even the ghost of Napoleon III, who lived here in exile. So you're paying for 5-star luxury and a complimentary history lesson from some very, very old residents. Our number 3 spot goes to Ballygally Castle in Northern Ireland. This beautiful 17th century castle has a resident ghost, but she's said to be a friendly one. The spirit of Lady Isobel Shaw supposedly roams the corridors after being locked in her room and fallen or being pushed from the tower window. Her room, now known as the Ghost Room, is a dedicated suite at the top of the tower. Guests often leave notes and letters for her, hoping for a sign. She's known for playfully knocking on doors and then disappearing. It's less terrifying and more like having a mischievous, invisible roommate. Rolling out the red carpet for our number 2 spot is the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles. The glamour of old Hollywood never really died here, literally. This hotel was a favorite of the stars, and some of them apparently decided to stick around. The ghost of Marilyn Monroe is often seen in a full-length mirror that once hung in her favorite suite. Actor Montgomery Clift is also said to haunt room 928, where he lived for 3 months with guests reporting cold spots and hearing him practicing his lines. It's the only place where you can say you were haunted by an Oscar nominee. And finally, our number 1 most haunted hotel you can actually stay in is another Canadian gem, the Banff Springs Hotel. Known as the Castle in the Rockies, this majestic hotel has its own ghostly bride. The story goes that on her wedding day in the 1920s, a bride tripped on her dress while descending a grand marble staircase, fell, and died. Her spirit in full wedding gown has been seen dancing alone in the ballroom or walking up and down that same staircase. There's also Sam the Bellman, a helpful spirit who apparently retired in the 60s, but still shows up to help guests with their bags, only to vanish when they try to tip them. So, you get stunning mountain views, world-class service, and the chance to waltz with a ghost. What more could you ask for? And that's our list. 10 haunted hotels where you can actually spend the night. Would you be brave enough to check in? Let me know in the comments below which one you dare to visit. Thanks so much for hanging out with your boy, Uncle Clay. If you had fun, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Talk Yo Clay, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay curious and maybe sleep with one eye open. Peace.